and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
This is the greatest show!
And now, here's your host, Clint Arthur.
She is somebody who is always having a great time. In fact, I think that she should be doing her own special TV show about how to have a great time. Right? Really, that's really what I think you should be doing. Thomesa, Lydon, my darling, thank you so much for joining me here.
Hey, you're so welcome, because if it's not fun, I'm not done. Or I am done if it's not fun.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me here. It's so great to be here. At one time in my life, it was not so much fun when I got that urgent call from my sister. I'm hanging around the pool in Scottsdale, Arizona, drinking a margarita or two, and I get this call from my sister. Thank you. Thank you. She's telling me, you got to get to Mom and Dad right now. I'm like, why? What happened? What's going on? Dad's in the hospital. Mom's home alone. Well, Mom can't be home alone. Mom has Alzheimer's. I jumped the first flight out of Phoenix to get to San Antonio, and I'm there packing. I pack for like 2 days. And I'm there for 3 months. Now, there was no fun in that. There was a crisis. My family, we had writing on the wall. We had some health issues. We just ignored all the signs and let it be because our parents did not want to talk about it. And so I always tell people now, it's the 60-40 rule is what you need to abide by. If you don't obey that 60-40 rule, you're going to wind up like we did in a crisis with no plan. When you don't have a plan of action, you are financially, mentally, emotionally drained. It can consume you. It can cause accidents, injuries. And the best thing for everyone to do is have that conversation. Get started. Get to know what your parents want when they get older, because the fact is our parents are going to age, and we've got to be able to facilitate what their needs are. So if you know what they're looking to do in the next 10, 20, or 30 years, you can help them get there. But we just kind of had to figure it out on the fly, and it was not fun at all. So I wrote the book, Smart Living for Seniors, How to Make the Best of the Rest. Most people get into this chapter in life, and they just kind of get doom and gloom and death and dying, and it's the next living chapter of life. So make it full of life. The first thing you want to do is have a plan. P is for prepare in advance. Get all the facts, the figures, and the numbers that you need to know how and where you might want to be living and how it's all going to work. The elder law attorneys, the financial planners, the senior move managers, the real estate people, they're go-to people for planning. And then L is let your desires be known. Everyone in your family needs to know what you want so they can help. And A is acknowledge the safety concerns. Falling is the number one accident for seniors. You can die from falling, and that is a statistic that is frightening in this country. 1 out of every 2 people that fall, one of them will die in the first 12 months. So this is really concerning. If your household and your landscaping and everything isn't safe, you need to move to a safer, more social environment. And Ian is just never give up that youthful heart and mind. You've got to stay in the fun mode and have just people around you, do things that are fun. Start looking at how you can smart size for smart living. Right now, there are over 100 million seniors, that's including the baby boomers in this country, and many of them are either trying to help their parents move or they're already moving out themselves. And the smart ones have a plan. They're ready to get their independence and their freedoms back by getting rid of that high-maintenance home that causes so much time or takes up so much of their time, and get in one of those smaller, more manageable properties so they can go have fun and travel and see the grandkids. The smart ones have a plan of action. And without a plan, you can find yourself injured or even dead. Sadly, my family didn't have that plan. Our strategy was poke and hope and do the best we could, and we did. But it did eventually, very soon after that move and that crisis, land my dad in the grave and my mom in memory care. And I don't want that for anybody. I just think that everyone needs to get a hold of how to smart live, how to be, it's smart living for seniors, how to make the best of the rest, and just get out there and have a lot of fun.
How can they get a hold of your book?
They can go to Amazon. It's on Amazon, just Smart Living for Seniors, How to Make the Best of the Rest. They can just call me if they want me to mail them a copy. I'm happy to do that too, 480-375-1974. I'm one of those real estate agents that answer the phone.
Hey, this is not just a super smart person. This is somebody I've known for years. She is so knowledgeable. If you got a parent or if you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, in anywhere, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Gilbert, any of those areas, it's where the good life is. If you're tired of the high tax New York State and you want to go to the good life and get to Phoenix, you really need to call Thomesa Lydon. She is a super knowledgeable person, a really, really nice person. She knows everything about real estate in Phoenix, and I cannot recommend her highly enough. What's that number again?
480-375-1974.
Thanks so much, Thomesa. You're amazing. I love you, and thanks for coming into the greatest show of all time.
Thank you, Clint.
Whoa!